Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, basketball fans of all ages, you are now tuned into the most valuable podcast on the interweb. It's your boy SB.
It's your boy ID, and we also have a very special guest back again. I know he's got so much slander to give today, but who do we have in the studio with us?
Hey, it's Timi Marcel.
Jeez.
Back again. Back I never left.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
As ID said, let the slander continue. I don't know where else to start.
Bro, I really don't know.
But right. I look back. What was it? Snarl, not style.
Yo,
hey,
bro.
LA, our way.
Cancun on 3. Cancun on 3. Yo. Hey.
Woo. Hey, Joy.
Listen.
I can't even cap. I didn't even watch it because I had work the next day. But I woke up. Do you know what I'm saying? You wake up like it's like I woke up and it was my birthday. Like, you know the ones you just knew you're gonna have a good day.
I was like, it's
Bro,
not Christmas
I woke
already.
I woke up and I said, I bet they lost. Let me check. And they lost. I was like, hey. I went on Twitter, bro. Oh, I laughed.
I didn't even think they lost. I didn't even think they would have lost. In my head, I was thinking they had to win. There's no chance. But this was me before realizing Doc Rivers' horrible record being everywhere.
I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, well, that was a shock to me.
I didn't know it was
If you didn't know, for
Facts.
anyone listening, he has lost every series he's played where he's been 3-1 up since.
Oh, he's never won a game 7. So he's the opposite of Michael Jordan.
And he's done it in every administration since Bush.
Three different presidential. That's a mad. That is mad.
Wait. Nah, hold on, time. He said every administration
since George W. Bush.
What? As in Iraq, Afghanistan. And he's still doing it.
His record in elimination games is horrendous.
Nah, it's poor.
Absolutely.
But you know, in this instance, yeah, I went back and I watched the game because I needed to understand. You know, ones they were like, it doesn't make sense. Like I didn't get it. I went back and watched it. They had open shots. They had a lot of open shots. They were just missing, and it makes it so much better because it's like there's no one person that you can put blame on. It's like equally spread. You know when you get the seasoning right and like everything is equally seasoned. It's like that because you can blame Doc because it's like throughout the year Anti-Lu and San Cassell because like throughout the year you wanted to do load management as if team chemistry isn't important.
Thanks.
Cool. Just superstar and inshallah, that was the plan, right? And now you get to the bubble, you have people going in and out. You have Lemon Pepper Lou and Montrez going. Obviously, they have their situations for going in it, but blame there. But then you have your quote unquote superstars. Cool, Kawhi you acquired in free agency. Fair enough. Kawhi, we know who he is. I'm gonna chalk this up to Kawhi just having a bad run. Yeah, because it happens. It happens to the best of players. But Mr. George, George Paul, hey,
George Paul, pandemic P,
way off P. Hey, that guy, bro.
You cannot live this now. You cannot live it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, even the WNBA Twitter account was getting in on the action. She said, "This is the real playoff P." Hey, yo.
But Paul George, this whole playoff to do. He was just all over the gap. What? You know what? I played basketball on Thursday. Every time someone just took a shot from the corner and they hit the side of the backboard, I was like, Paul George! Because, like, you know what killed me, yeah? Someone on Twitter, they caught tweeted the video of Paul George hitting the side of the backboard and they said, yo, Dame, this is a good shot. And then Dame was like, looks good to me. The way Dame and CJ had fun, I was like, yes, this is what we need.
I need this shit housery. I need
it. Wow. Your two best players don't score any points in the fourth quarter, bro. Any. That's 12 minutes. That's 12 minutes.
Don't get me started.
But what kills is that Jokic didn't even start the fourth quarter. He was on the bench when they went on that run.
Serious?
Yeah.
It was on the bench.
And then, it's so funny. It's so funny because Doc Rivers was like, they were tired. Why? You're tired from guarding Jokic. The guy that says he doesn't run because he needs to be patient because he can't run. That's the guy that's tiring you out. I don't understand. Is it crack?
Bro,
it's look.
It's not even crap. It's crap. It's not even crap. Crack gives you energy. Clearly, it's budge. Because I don't understand. I don't understand how you're 3-1 up. You're 3-1 up. So it's like OKC fans are like, thank you so much. Like, thank you so much, because at least we lost 3-1. We were 3-1 up, and it was the team that came back against us was the 73-9 Warriors.
Yeah.
Like Denver, bro. Like, Denver are a good team, but come on now.
Yeah. Alright.
Come on now, skill.
Look, alright, so I've got a lot to say. That's all I'm saying.
Let
Let me just say, me and Andy have been talking for weeks about getting me on this podcast. I'm so happy it landed today.
Let me just quickly interject. You see God's timing.
God's timing
God.
couldn't have been more perfect.
I've been trying to get him off for like 3 weeks, but it's always been booked.
I've seen the DM.
This is perfection. Okay, I watched this game. Obviously, I was rooting for Denver. Obviously, I'm a Lakers fan. Like if you listen to the episode I was on before, I'm a big Lakers fan. Okay, since like 2002. Okay, all right. The Clippers have been talking so much shit this year for a team that's achieved nothing. For a team that's achieved literally nothing. A franchise that hasn't made it to the Western Conference Finals. Not the finals, the Western Conference Finals. In 50 years. Their whole existence, they haven't reached the Western Conference Finals. Pat Bev, and who was it? Was it Marcus Morris? When they were just cheering on the sideline when Dame was shooting free throws and missing them. These guys were going crazy. Pat Bev, he's amazing on defense, but sucks on offense. I don't know where he's acting like a star player, but
even amazing on defense. I'm sure Russ will have something to
say about that. That's true. Guy just yells and runs around.
Wow.
Yeah, he fools y'all.
Just hustle and inshallah. That's all.
That's it.
That's all he is.
But hey, look, this team was talking so much. Obviously, Kawhi wasn't talking because it's Kawhi. He doesn't talk anyway.
I ain't even giving the Kawhi a pass. Remember that New Balance had
yeah, the New Balance
with the little crown and the little. Hey, now we seen you,
Kawhi.
We seen you, Kawhi.
They were small, but not compared to the rest of them.
Talk.
Not compared to the rest of them. For a team that has achieved nothing, for them to lose 3-1, a 3-1 lead to Denver. I'm not saying Denver are bad, but like you said, to Denver, like that is quite bad. Like, there's no excuse.
It's not quite bad. It's egregious.
It's actually egregious. I was watching that game, and I was like, this actually can't be happening. Like, I actually cannot believe what I'm seeing right now.
I said I'm bamboozled.
Like, I was baffled. I honestly couldn't go to sleep. I was just laughing so much. I called my cousins in America and laughed over the phone to them because they knew how happy I would be. I was like, this is amazing. I was like, this Christmas came early for me. Don't get me wrong, I actually wanted to face the Clippers. I actually really did. Just to prove to everyone that, look, I think, especially if the Clippers played how they played against Denver, I'm so convinced the Lakers would have beaten them. I don't even care what anyone says. They played terribly in the fourth quarter. How many leads did they lose in that series, in the fourth quarter?
I think
they were
Game
up
5, they were up 16.
16.
Game 6, they were up 19, I think.
And then in this game, I think they were up as much as 12.
Yeah.
That is terrible. That is terrible. At least when Lakers lost the lead to like Houston, like when Lakers were up by a lot, at least we still won the game. You know. Clippers, big L. I could go more off, but like, look, you guys just go home. I mean, like, I hope your flight was alright back home in LA. You know, I hope you guys have seen your family, all that kind of shit. Just make sure you sit down, watch the Lakers do their thing. Simple as, you know what I mean?
It's just mad because I want to say that it wasn't because of the Clippers. It was just because Denver played so well.
They played amazing.
Which they did. We can't downplay Jamal Murray. We can't play down Jokic. We can't even play down MPJ coming up in the big moments. We can't play that down. Bro, as a coach, done this thing throughout.
Exploit. Boom. Montrezl Harrell got absolutely bodied by your...
That's your 6th man of the year?
You already know how I feel. I said they should have gone to Schroeder. That was rubbish. A lot of the awards this year were rubbish.
They weren't great, but I assume we'll get to that later. But they weren't great this year, I can't lie.
But yeah, so I want to say it was purely down to the Nuggets just completely overpowering the Clippers. But we cannot say that. Especially Mr. Talking Like a Talking Man, Pat Bev. This guy, the game, as we know, the series went up to 7. This was Pat Bev's points throughout each game. 8.
Okay.
2. 7. 2. 10. 2. 11. He scored in double digits twice. He scored 2 points minimum 3 times.
Wait, hold on. Run those numbers again. Run those numbers again.
If I remember,
we got to like game 6 and I lost count. Run it again, please.
If I remember correctly, let me even pull it up. Here.
I said 8, 2,
8, 2, 7, 2, 10, 2, 11.
He had 42 points in 7
He
games.
had 42 points combined in 7. What's the average? He scored 6 points a game. Mr. Talking like a talking man, Pat Bev.
Yikes.
This guy talks the most on the entire roster.
You think he's an MVP?
You would think all NBA, Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, all of the above.
My belly hurts. He averaged 6 points a game.
Even his shooting percentages weren't even nice. I'm pretty sure he scored 0% from 3 twice or 3 times. He got a
I
turnover.
saw they paid that man 20 mil.
20 mil!
I don't know
No
what they
way
gave
he's
him.
making 20 mil.
If
If he's making 20 mil,
Oh,
boy.
Listen!
Man, Magic got paid. He got paid.
Pat Bev, yeah.
Don't you remember bro, Pat Bev got paid. They all got paid.
The regular season Pat Bev, he looks good, he does his thing. Postseason Pat Bev, I know he came off injury, no excuses though. You're on the Clippers, you better do your job, cuz. You bet. How much is he looking?
They gave him 3 year, 40 mil.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
To average 6 points.
Fair enough.
30 million.
Whoever his
He scored
agent
6
is.
points a game.
Whoever his agent is did a job there.
His agent.
His agent did a
Ah,
job
you
there.
know what?
Fair enough.
Ooh.
enough.
Ooh, this is what happens when you have too much money, Steve Ballmer.
Yeah.
Before you could buy a chip, hey.
To be fair, that's my dream, man, to get paid to do nothing. So he's doing well, fam.
Well, that's the truth.
he's doing well in life.
Because like, if I don't dream of labor, but if I did have a dream job, it would be that.
Yeah.
It would be that. Talk trash and get paid for
I
it.
pay for it.
Because what else are you doing? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's-
The whole roster.
it's
Marcus
the whole
Morris was doing Stone Cold Steve Austin and Attitude Era against the Dallas Mavericks. And then all the vim is gone.
All the things.
All
You
the
know what's
vim
funny?
is gone.
I don't know about you guys, but maybe because I'm biased as a Laker fan, but this Clippers team was just extremely unlikable. So it just made it so extra sweet that they lost. I really didn't like it. But I mean, to be fair, the only person I liked on our team is Lou Williams, and even like him, I was actually fairly disappointed in his performances.
Yeah. No, you know what it is? I don't think the whole team was this likable. I think they just had like 3 very dislikable people by the end of it. Because no one liked Pat Bev going in, so that already made them dislikable.
Yeah.
And then you have Kawhi, who was just neutral.
Yeah.
Then you have Paul George, and it's like
Oh,
and then Marcus Morris decided he just wanted to take the villainy he started in the preseason with the Knicks and continue it with the Mavericks.
Yeah, no, I just don't know what it was. So I mean, maybe I'm jumping the gun here, but what is actually the problem with Paul George? Like, what is actually wrong? Like, I don't get it.
First of all, he's called George Paul.
George Paul, that's true. Way off P. What's actually
PG-13, that doesn't exist anymore. Until he gets his ideas together.
So like, what is actually wrong? Like, I'm so confused. Wasn't this guy like amazing? Like not too long ago.
Originally, his excuse was his shoulder. That was his first excuse, which is worse. Which I hope you know is pure worse because he said he was fine, and the next thing you know, he has ice pack on his shoulder. And
You know what it is? You hit the nail on the head because you asked what's wrong. What's wrong is excuses.
Yeah.
What's wrong is this because at no point, even after the loss, at no point have I seen Paul George go, you know what, we just weren't good enough.
That is facts.
Because in the series against Portland last year, he goes, that's a bad shot. I don't care what.
Yeah, it's so
That's a bad
true.
shot. And I'm like, cool. If Russ took that shot, hell yeah, it's a bad shot, bro. If you took that shot, hell yeah, it's a bad shot. If anybody on the planet whose name is not Steph Curry or Dame Lillard takes that shot, it's a bad shot. But he was hitting that shot.
I swear he was
All
above
series.
40%
All
from that.
All series. He shoots 35% plus from that range.
Yeah.
Like your compatriot can't even do that from 20 feet.
It's true.
So, and even remember in that same series, yeah, I think Russ went down and I think he got stripped or Dame just played good defense on him. Dame clapped, came back, pulled up, bombs away.
Yeah.
Bruv, he's been doing it the whole season and he was doing it the whole series. And you know what? You knew he was taking the shot.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because like
He wasn't giving that to
he No screen was coming, no screen action. I think he even waved away his screen.
Straight ISO.
He just walked up. He even looked at the clock, walked up, and then shot it. And you're gonna come and say that's a bad shot.
Yeah, it's pure.
If you're gonna say that's not the shot that I would take, but I should have known you was taking the shot. Cool. Learn. After the other game, he shoots terribly. He comes and he puts ice on his shoulder. After he hit his ice, his shoulder was fine. Where's the accountability? There's no accountability.
And even after this series, he was like, yeah, it wasn't championship or bust for us. It's only our first year, which is absolute cap. Like, absolute cap. Like, because this is the Lakers' first season together, essentially.
If LeBron doesn't win this championship, crucifixion.
Right, because LeBron isn't going to come to the camera like, oh, it's only our first year. It wasn't everyone's expecting a championship. Especially the Clippers were expecting a championship. And it was their first year. I know for sure this is Miami's first year kind of together. They're definitely expecting to get to the championship. If Paul George is, I don't know. I feel like he has such a, maybe it's just me, but I feel like he has such a beta mentality. Like he's not an alpha to me.
I don't even think beta is, I think gamma.